Hello, welcome to the Feel Great Meditate Show, a holistic wellness show. I'm Sunny Arfa, the host. I'm here with my co-host, Lisa Kershaw, a gold medalist Tai Chi champion and Qigong teacher, speaker, excellent friend. And we also have special guests today. We have Olga Keller from Live Raw Food. She makes amazing living foods. She was here last week, but today she's going to do a demo. And then we also have psychologist Dr. Diane Abdo.
Hi. Hello, everyone.
Yeah. So we have a lot going on this week. Of course, you've been hearing about this event, Eleva8te, and it is finally upon us. Woo!
Yay. Yes.
It's going to be this Thursday, and actually Dr. Diane is one of our amazing sponsors, so we're so blessed to have her here on the show so she can
My pleasure.
Spread the word of all the good that she does out there in the world and how many people she's helping right here in Boca, and soon even people online, right?
Please God, yes.
Yes, yes. So we'll get to that in a second. But in the meantime, Thursday, October 26th, this Thursday at 6 p.m., we will be here at the Heart of Delray Art Gallery, 1440 North Federal Highway, Delray Beach. That's just north of George Bush on the left there. Yeah, and guess what? We're going to have
valet parking.
Yes, valet parking. We're going to have valet parking thanks to Stephanie Hosey. She's amazing. And Stephanie's my marketing genius helping with the party. And so besides the valet and red carpet, we have a DJ, we have digital vibes. They're going to be here. And I heard he's even bringing 5 dancers.
Oh my gosh,
They're going to do a little show at the after party, which actually starts from 9 to 12. And that's going to be DJ after party. So we're going to have fun. So wear something nice. Nothing like no ball gowns, right?
Yeah, something
just something nice.
Yeah,
no flip flops, no tennis shoes, but wear something nice.
Yes.
We want to feel good and look good. And when I look good, I feel good, don't you?
Absolutely.
And speaking of good, did you smell these amazing roses?
They are lovely.
And I could smell them.
Beautiful too.
And from John.
I just said, who are these flowers from? Well, first it says Pompano, deerfieldflorist.com. Ooh. And John from the Vitalizer app, we had him on last week. He sent these, I heard he used the app, the Vitalizer app, right out of his phone, which you guys can check out at the party. He's going to vitalize you right after I vitalize you. And he went like this to the flowers, and that light and sound technology was all over the flowers. And now,
This is 1 week
how old
later?
are these? A week?
Thursday.
From Thursday.
Nice.
And the red ones also.
Nice, and the red one's in the corner. So thank you, John, if you're watching, John Wellman from Vitalizer app. So anyways, I wanted to say a few other things about our sponsors, Lisa. Check this out. The Paw Depot. This whole party is about raising consciousness. It's about learning about how to eat healthier and conscious food and how to create peace on the inside, whether you're seeing me for sound vibrational healing, which you get a free demo, or you're seeing Dr. Diane, who does this amazing mind care, and she's an amazing psychologist, or you go to Lisa for Tai Chi. So we have all of these different ways to find the light. And how cool is it
for our little
that we got
animals.
light for the puppies? So this
That's
is the Paw
wonderful.
Depot. I heard it's like Whole Foods, but for pets.
Wonderful.
So they'll be here giving out free treats. So don't bring your dogs, but you can come get your doggy treats. And then just so I wanted to make an announcement. And so everybody knows Deborah Tendrich, and if you can see that, it's Eat Better, Live Better. And she wants you to join the fight against childhood obesity, which is so important right now. And I decided to let her be the beneficiary of the money that she collects at the door. It's a free event from 6 to 9, but people can leave a 5, 10, 15, 20, 200, whatever you want. Give a donation. And she goes out there and has teachers go out and educate for her.
That's what it's all about.
It's a really good thing that's going on.
Wonderful.
And check this out. This just came in hot off the press.
Wow.
Feel Great Meditate journals. These will be on sale also. And I wanted to give you one, Dr. Diane Abdo.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
What a lovely, thoughtful thing.
It says everything you write down happens. Create it now.
Yay.
So, and then also we have these intentional manifestation pens, hot off the press. And it's all about transforming your life. It's a Feel Great Meditate pen. But I have blessed these pens with my intention under the full moon and now a new moon, so they're extra doubly blessed, so that everything you write down with these pens happens. And guess what? Diane, Dr. Diane, you get one of those.
Thank you.
Lisa, you get one of those.
I'm so blessed today.
Let me tell you, I gave one to my marketing girl, Stephanie Hosey, and everything she writes down is happening, and everything I write down is happening.
And me too.
Yay!
And for me too.
And
Even
guess
more
what?
now. Thank
The
you.
first 100 people get this awesome little gift bag, but it's not the bag that matters, but it's all the cool discounts inside, like from our sponsors, Juice Buzz, get $1 off. They're in Delray. And then we have the Puppy Paws treats is a coupon and stuff. And you get all kinds of other amazing things like some information from some other important groups that are also raising peace. Kindness Matters. They're having a 365 event. It's actually November 4th, and I just got chosen to be part of their team with 12 other healers, and it's going to be amazing. I'm super excited.
Yes, kindness matters to your pets as well.
Yes, kindnessmatters365.org. You can even sign up to be an ambassador. So I'm going to definitely do that because I'm all about peace. And there's also going to be some delicious raw vegan treats and desserts in there. So there'll be some goodies in there. And I also wanted to share this. Check this out.
Oh, that's fantastic.
New tank
Feel
tops.
great, meditate.
And they're really soft,
Beautiful.
so you can do
Oh,
yoga or
yeah,
meditate
very nice.
or clean in your house. Yes, yes. Oh, and I wanted to show you this. This just came hot off the press. This will be in the bag. A 25% off. That's like, hello,
What is it?
1/4.
Tango Mango.
Tango
Oh.
Mango. They have an awesome clothing store line, and Sumit and Ruchi, they live in my neighborhood. They're amazing, and they made these cute cards. So they'll be in this bag too, and you get 25% off. And they're also giving a dress away, and they're bringing several sizes. So whoever does the raffle, because we'll have raffles, whoever does the raffle for that can actually pick the right size.
Wow.
So very exciting.
Wow.
So let's see. So the party's Thursday, 6 to 9. Make sure you RSVP at feelgreatmeditate.com/events. That'll take you right to the direct page. You want to get that free ticket because then you will not be waiting in line at the red carpet because there will be a line.
Absolutely.
We got a DJ. Oh, did I tell you who's going to be a sponsor in the parking lot?
No, tell
Mobile
us.
Cryotherapy.
Mobile.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
So they're giving free demos. Get in there and you get frozen. Right? It's supposed to be super healing. I'll let them tell you all
Yeah,
about
that's
it.
it,
But
yeah.
they're going to be in the parking lot.
Super.
We also have a new sponsor just out last night. It's the Ascended Masters Crystal Company. So they're going to have all of these like amazing crystals, which are part of Earth's energy.
This is certainly going to be a high vibrational.
It's going to be so high vibrating. I had
You've
this
done a
vision of a
fabulous job.
crystal vault. So
kind of
and
like a salt sweet, but the crystal vault.
the crystal vault. And the Salt Suite is actually one of our sponsors too.
Yes.
And now these are some of my personal ones. This one here is
Beautiful.
for prosperity. It's citrine. So today's tip of the day for your crystal is the bigger the better. This is citrine, and let me tell you, when you meditate with that, money keeps showing up. This whole example of this party, Eleva8te, has been dreamt up by my marketing strategist, Stephanie Hosey, and myself. And let me tell you, it's working because it's a big example of manifestation. We write it all down, folks, in present tense, and it happens. The people are showing up. And I just wanted to tell you about some of these delicious mala beads, speaking of crystals.
Beautiful.
So we can meditate the crystals. You can also meditate with some of these, which we'll have on sale at the event. These are actually mala beads. So today's tip for meditation will be get some mala beads. And the way they work is it's a tactile meditation. So you use your fingers as such, and you hold it. They're similar to rosary beads. They stole that from the Hindus, I heard. Whispered down the lane. Who knows the truth? But supposedly the Hindus had it first. And what it is I just don't care where it came from. It's just how it works. It's just the intention, right? Yeah. So it has 108 crystal beads. So we're getting this good crystal beads, like the crystal energy. So it's great to be wearing it, to meditate with it. This is your little tassel. What'd you say, honey?
Is there a significance to that number, 108?
Yeah, 108. Google that for the tip of the day. Let me tell you, you'll find all kinds of information. I won't give you the answers because there's tons. You'll see so many fun things. That could be your homework for today. Feel free to comment if you want to answer and write in the line below about how 108 might affect your life. Here's 108 for me though. There's 108, and usually when we say something, a mantra, a sound, an affirmation, 108 times, oh, you know it's going to happen. And your mind's going to be so crystal clear because now you're focused on just that one thought, like Om Namah Shivaya, right? I chanted that when the hurricane was coming. Prayer of protection. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Right? Om Namah Shivaya. And what you want to do is you keep moving your fingers across the crystals for every time. just like the
I'm
rosary bead.
relaxed with her doing this right
Om
now.
Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. So imagine closing your eyes,
Yeah, that's
right?
powerful.
Here, let's just try it for a second. Here, everybody
Yeah,
grab
it'll be a
one.
meditation to.
Everyone can grab one. This one matches your outfit, so you
Oh
should take
my
this one.
goodness.
This one's good for protection.
Oh, that's lovely. Yes.
And that's good for your second chakra, which is great for your sexual
Red,
energy.
orange, yellow, yes.
And
Red,
so,
orange, yeah.
Just hold it in one hand and take your pointer finger and your thumb, and then you want to be right by the guru bead. This is the guru bead. And so when you get back here, you'll pass the
So
guru
lovely.
bead,
I
so when
love
your
this.
eyes are closed, you'll know, oh, I did a full round.
Mm-hmm.
So the goal is that we want to say, for example, Om Namah Shivaya. Let's do that one. Om Namah Shivaya. And we won't do it 108 times, but if you're at home, feel free to join in. Keep your feet flat on the floor, have a nice straight spine. We're going to close our eyes, focus up into that third eye point where we focus at, center brow spot. And then when you're ready, every time you say it out loud, you'll just move your fingers. And just so you know, you can also do this silently in your head. So if you're out in public, you don't want to be saying it out loud, you can still say it in your head 108 times. So we'll just say it a few times, right? Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Take a deep breath. And then exhale. And just let go of any cares of the day. Exhale any worries, any tension. And take another deep breath. Yeah, just exhale anything that no longer serves you. That's what exhalations mean to me. Every time I exhale, I breathe away the bull crap, right? We just breathe away the heaviness, the stress we get from our husbands, ex-husbands, children, friends, whoever's having hard times. You could be on the phone and now you picked up all their stuff. So you grab your malas, make it a tactile meditation, and just go into that zone. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. When we focus on that thought, all the other thoughts drift apart. So the thought about, oh my God, that puppy better get potty trained, or oh my God, those kids need to clean up after themselves.
What does Om Namah Shivaya mean?
It's a prayer of protection. And whenever we say words in Sanskrit, it's not so much about the meaning, it's about the vibration that they carry when we speak it. So just like when we say Om, that eternal Om and connection to the divine, all these sounds carry a vibration. And what it really means, like if you kind of paraphrase it, is we do this to protect ourselves. So it's really good. When I did that for the hurricane, I did it with my harmonium. And I was sitting there singing and playing for like an hour. And then I played my guitar for an hour and I just kept chanting it. And I'm telling you, the winds died down and the storm was like done, done. It left. I was like, yay.
I saw the cutest
thinking-
little.
It was.
What's it?
I kept thinking during the storm, I remember that Stephanie and Sunny were not just meditating, but chanting or something about keeping the storm away from us. And I kept looking at that little, how you saw where the storm was on the map, went right around Palm Beach County.
Yeah, right.
Like it missed
Right.
us.
And I had all kinds of people joining in, which thank you very much. We had people in Las Vegas. I have so many spiritual healers there.
Yeah, that was
Powerful,
very cool.
powerful manifestors.
Very
We were all
powerful.
focused on it. Also, there's a really powerful healer up in Stewart, and he always focuses on it too. And he's like super high powered, and he just always focuses on the winds dying down and going back out into the ocean.
The power of intention.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's huge. I saw the cutest little shirt in the store the other. It's a yoga shirt, and it says "Take me home tonight."
Take me home. I like that.
That's adorable.
Take me home. Take me home. All right, so let's see. Did we make all the announcements that we needed to make? The party
I think we
Thursday,
did. There's,
RSVP.
there's no reason for you not to show up if it rains, and it won't, because we're going to put that out there.
Yeah, dry
but there's valet
skies.
parking, so.
Valet parking,
We're-
red carpet at
Full
9 o'clock.
lines.
If you don't already have your ticket from Eventbrite, which you can actually still get at www.feelgreatmeditate.com/events, you can buy your ticket there for the after party.
Yes.
That's $20, and there's a cash bar. So
We're going to have wine and cheese.
wine and cheese, right? And join the Vitalizer app. Lisa, what would you like to share with the world today to make it a better place?
I'd like to just from a seated position, just share a little movement with you. You know, Sunny mentioned something about your homework. So I want to mention to you that your 2 lifetime assignments are to study the ocean and study trees, and you will find the way of Tai Chi and Qigong. We want to be rooted. We want to have, you can have a very tall structure with a weak foundation, the building will fall down.
Right.
And like the ocean, if you study and watch the waves, they push to the shore, but then they pull back. So if we can stay rooted and strong like a tree, but fluid like the river or the ocean, we can truly find a stronger, a better way to live our lives in our bodies. And also, this falls in line with nutrition, with Olga coming on board.
Olga,
but,
yes, Olga's coming
you know,
in next.
when we have a moment in our day, how do we cope with what we can't change? The word stress, you know, like heat rises, and so does chi in the body and stress, and it comes up here. We get stuck up here. Headaches and all sorts of illnesses and conditions can occur.
People are holding their breath and they're keeping their shoulders up.
Exactly. So if you could just do one little tiny, to go in the bathroom, take a moment to go in the bathroom at work and just take your arms, and if we just, starting from our seated position or standing position with your arms by your sides, and if we just, imagine that you're in a big body of water. And if you're not holding on to any tension, what will happen with those arms? They're going to float up without any effort. You can actually sense the movement coming from your mind or from the shoulders, but when they get at about shoulder height, movement has order. So think about this idea, let your shoulders sink, and then your elbows will follow, and then your forearms will follow, and then your palms will follow the forearms. So moving in this way, let's do this a few times.
We're thinking about the ocean?
Exactly. You can use your breath, inhale, but let's make sure that your wrists stay below your shoulders. In Tai Chi and Qigong, we are creating a reserve of energy. If we go higher up, you can feel the stress and the tension from that. So right about shoulder height, sink like the ocean, go down with those arms. So this plays into our lymphatic, vascular, and cardio system. Moving your arms in such a gentle, fluid, slow, methodical way, we're increasing bone density because we're pushing against no thing, no air. Moving our arms like this stimulates the lymph nodes underneath our arms. Do you know that musicians or musical conductors have one of the highest rates of longevity in any profession? Yes. Ooh. Why? Because they're always moving their arms in motion. Great cardiovascular health, the lymph system is moving. So now just take your hands in front of you.
And it's almost challenging to like go slow.
That's a great point, Sunny.
So
It
like
is not
slows
easy. The
down.
committee gets busy up here, so slowing down a movement creates that mind-body connection, therefore meditation, being in the moment. Take your hands and place them like this, and your palms are facing one another. Now, use your mind, which in Chinese we say yi, your intention. Draw your intention to the palms and pulse very slowly in and out. Now let go of that intellect, which is yang energy, so that you can cultivate your yin, the intuitive. What is going on in that space between your hands? Can you sense something palpable? So once you do this up and down movement slowly, and then this is a nice way that you can start to sense your chi, your life energy. And when you can feel it, you want to work with it more and more. Can you feel something? Mm-hmm. It's beautiful, like two magnets opposing one another.
And then I smell the roses.
Oh, I know. You know what? Your senses do get heightened. Absolutely. And so there's my little tip for the day. Go so you cannot grab hold of water. So be like water.
I like that. Be like water. And I'm like, I'm all about air and breathing.
The five
Together
elements.
we're like, be air, be water.
Absolutely.
And how about you, Dr. Diane Abdo? What would you be?
We'll be.
You would be?
We'll just be.
We'll just be. I like that. Well, let's talk to Dr. Diane
Beatles
Abdo.
song.
Thank you, Lisa. Closer to your mic, Dr.
Oops, sorry.
Diane
All of
Abdo.
us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Sorry about all of you out there in Facebook land. We will use our voices a little more now.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Can
there
you
we
hear
go.
me
Yeah.
too?
Thank you.
Yes. Okay. So we're here today with Dr. Diane Abdo. Tell us about your psychology practice, about how you decided to become a psychologist.
Oh, well. You know, I don't really know how I became a psychologist. I've been in practice as a doctoral level licensed clinical psychologist 33 years.
33 years
I
of
know.
helping people.
I cannot
That's amazing.
believe that how quickly it's passed. I can't
Wow.
believe that it's been 30. Anyway, I started out working with children and families, and it sort of morphed over time. Now I work mostly with adults. And I do individuals, I do a lot of couples work, I do a lot of relationship work, any kind of relationship. It doesn't have to be just romantic couples or married couples.
So you mean it could be like a father and a daughter, or mom and
Parent,
daughter
child,
getting
parent,
along?
friends. I've done other relatives, I've worked with other relatives as well as even coworkers. Sometimes a boss and a child, a boss and a
Yeah, I was thinking that.
employee.
Oh, interesting. Cool.
I do it. The whole thing in my work is about helping people tune in to their relationship with themselves, and from that place, we grow out. We grow outward.
Nice. I could see like the child and the parent being super effective. Would they do it at the same time, or they're separate appointments?
It depends on what the issue is, but generally it's about working their relationship. So to create that understanding, to create that flow between them, and that deeper level of awareness within each of themselves as well as between them, I like to work with people together.
Nice.
Sometimes
I
you have
like
to
that.
individually deal with an issue, but
I can think of many people I'd like to bring in.
okay, I'll give you my card.
So tell me, when I first met you, it was actually at Conscious Co-op, and you said, I'm the interior decorator of their mind.
I'm an interior designer of the mind.
I love that.
That's
And
wonderful.
I wrote it down, you know,
Thank you.
Kristen, my PR girl, Kristen Rose, I wrote it down, and I was like, ooh, I like that. And I was quoting you, and she looked at me and said, what are you doing? Are you stealing her line? I go, well, I am like that too, but I love it. I'm going to quote her and give her credit. Now here we are today, a
Yes.
couple
That's
months later,
beautiful, yeah.
and
Thank
you're
you.
one of our sponsors at Eleva8te.
Yes.
I also loved how you talked about how you combine spirituality with psychology.
I don't think you can separate spirituality and psychology.
I love
When I work with an individual, whenever you help somebody go within and develop deeper awareness, connect their emotional dots, connect their sense of why they're here on this earth, you're helping them develop their personal understanding of what their life means. And so
Nice.
it's awareness
Yes.
brings a person to a deeper level, even if you don't call it that.
So you can help people find their life purpose.
Their life purpose,
Nice.
their understanding of themselves, come to their truth.
Nice.
That's really what it is. You help a person come to their truth. Doesn't have to be anybody else's truth, just theirs.
Nice.
And grow out from there.
Nice. Awesome. I understand you're also expanding your professional life. What
I
new
am.
direction of work are you hoping to accomplish next?
I have, I've always done group work, and I've done a lot of intensive group work, but now I'm moving into psychoeducational webinars and workshops. I have a new one. My first one is coming out at the end of this month. It's The Heart of Happiness.
The Heart of Happiness.
Yes, and it's really, it's a four, I love trees. I have a thing for trees.
No,
And
so does
it's
she.
a four-part, yes, you do. And I heard what you said a moment ago about something about trees. I loved
Rooted.
it. Anyway,
Yes.
rooted,
The
yes.
foundation.
And I use the concept of the tree to help a person. It's a four-part series, the first webinar is. And the first is understanding your mind-body relationship. You know, I don't delve very deeply into the science of it, but I connect how the thoughts, the emotions, and the physiology are all related.
Nice.
And the second part is keys to happiness, and the third part is developing a happiness mindset. And then I blend it all with action steps on a tree. And I talk about the roots and how important the roots and then the branches and then the leaves are all part of the system of developing a full, healthy, thriving, growing a full, healthy, thriving tree of happiness. Of
Nice.
So
joy.
do you give them
We
tools
have
to work?
exercises, yes, exercises. I help them understand which parts aren't working the way they need to, help them figure out how to do that. And then in the in-person workshop, coming in the beginning of 2018, I help people to explore the issue on a deeper level and put into personal practice all the skills that I talk about in the webinar. You know, in a webinar, you can't, as a psychologist, I have a responsibility to be very careful about how I bring someone to a point of awareness.
Yeah.
And in a webinar, it's very impersonal.
Yeah.
In an in-person,
it's just audio.
It's just
It's just
audio.
audio.
And I do have some video. I do have some slides.
Okay.
But really, and the exercises, a person prints out the exercises and does the exercises,
Okay,
and
nice.
then we look at how that
So it's like
relates to
homework.
this branch or this action step or this type of fundamental skill that they have to be able to create their own sense of joy or to tune in to understand where they go astray from it. It's a complex system, not so complex that a person can't do it, but I'm bringing attention to the reality that joy and happiness is a mind-body experience, and you have to tune in and assume responsibility for understanding where you are on each piece of it.
Nice.
And then I help them grow their tree of
I
joy.
like that. I like that.
It's
And I always
therapy.
help people plant the seeds of intention. Which, by the
Yes.
way, did I tell you guys about the water? Did I
Oh,
tell you about this
dear.
water?
No, we forgot.
Just did. Just in time for the party Elevate. Feel Great, Meditate water. It's called Harmonized Intentional Water. And tomorrow I'm going to be doing the gong and the singing bowls to it and changing the electromagnetic frequency because it's been in plastic, unfortunately. But we even have an intention on there that's
Got the
super
Vitalizer app,
high.
too.
Super high intention. So when you read it, it's like a meditation, and it says transform your mind with liquid intention. So now we can drink our intentions. So yeah. So tell us at this party Elevate, what is it that you're going to be showcasing at the Elevate event this Thursday? Because you have a table.
Yes, I do. Well, my practice is a main part of my life, and it's one of the ways that I help people grow. And I consider myself an emotional healer, so that's like the foundation of my work. But at Elevate, I have 2 ebooks connected to the Heart of Happiness. One is a free ebook. Then I have an expanded version for a fee, and then I have the Heart of Happiness. And I'm hoping people will want to check out the 2 books as well as the Heart of Happiness
Nice. And
webinar.
where can everyone
sign
find
up for it.
this free one at? Can you tell the audience now?
You go on my website, www.drdianeabdo.com, and you'll see this beautiful tree, and you just click underneath it. It's called A Joyful Life is a Joyful Mind.
Nice.
And that's a good place to start.
Nice.
Nice.
And
It's a
between
we
your
have to.
amazing mind programs and webinars and my breathing and her Tai Chi, we
That's
got
amazing.
quite the healing
Yeah,
What a
for you.
That's what
combo.
I'm thinking. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Great
Yeah.
tools.
We have all these
It's a-
empowered women in Boca Raton. There's so many amazing workshops. Tell us you have an upcoming workshop,
Yes.
right?
The upcoming workshop in probably late January will be the Heart of Happiness expanded workshop. But I also have other webinars and workshops associated. And I have one Heart of Happiness for couples, Heart of Happiness for professionals, Heart of Happiness for kids, which I think is an amazing thing to help them learn that mind control young.
Yeah.
And then I have a larger view of doing a multidisciplinary workshop that really it's about using the lessons in our lives, all kinds of lessons, good ones, not so comfortable ones, to build your sense of your understanding of how you want to actualize your life, how you want to live on purpose, and use those lessons as a guidance system for where you've come from and how you want to move forward.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm going to have meditation people, Tai Chi. I'll have yoga. I'll have astrologers. I'll have a numerologist there.
So this is going to be
It's
like an
all-
all-day event.
It'd probably be a 2-day event.
Oh, a 2-day event. And so
Yeah.
people can fly in from anywhere.
Yes.
Come see Dr. Diane Abdo
Yes.
right here in Boca Raton.
Yes.
Yes. So that's exciting.
Nice.
Thank
We're
you.
already here, so we get to go. We'll be
Yeah.
coming.
Yeah.
It's going to be amazing.
It will be.
It
Thank
will
you.
be.
Thank
I'm so blessed that you're here today, and I have so much gratitude in my heart for you coming and for being a sponsor and believing in Elevate and this global peace kickoff and
Thank you.
everything it stands for, helping everyone raise the vibration that night at Elevate October 26th.
Yes, thank you so much for inviting me.
Thank you for coming.
It's a
Again, Dr.
pleasure.
Diane Abdo, her name is her website, right?
Yes.
drdianeabdo.com.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, everyone.
When you have all of these wonderful people, and all the support from the psychology to the hands-on, it's easier to make a choice to find that joy, to find that happiness, and so all of us together And you know, it takes a village.
It
So
does.
it really, it's being happy, finding
work.
joy. It is a choice, but you've got the support of so many wonderful practitioners.
Yes.
Yeah,
So,
It's a beautiful thing.
So even if
Yeah.
people are looking to find their life purpose, or they're depressed, or having relationship issues, which usually goes back to themselves, right?
I believe that the relationship with the self is related to almost every type of emotional difficulty a person can have. Yeah, everything comes back to who you are and how you connect yourself, how you understand yourself, whether or not you've connected your dots, whether or not you can experience love for yourself. But that comes from, it's connected to, there are so many pieces that
but you
fall
help them
into
connect
how
the dots.
Yes,
You know,
exactly.
you
That's what I do.
You help
and
put the pieces
cross the
together.
T's and yes.
Exactly.
You're a
You know,
puzzle.
love is an easy
You can help.
word, but it's not so easy.
Oh, it's an action. It's a verb.
yes.
It's not a noun.
Nice.
That's right.
Well, we're
And
going
there
to
are
go
many
to
parts of it.
commercial break. So thank you for coming. Stay
Thank
tuned.
you.
We have Olga Keller from OK, and we have Scott Schotter coming as well. They were here last week.
Smell that food.
I can smell delicious food
Oh,
that
gosh,
they
that sounds
made.
wonderful.
They came last week, so they're back. We'll see you soon.
Want to make your smartphone brilliant? One tap creates a virtual wine fine tuner. Another, a coffee refiner. A beauty cream and makeup enhancer.
Wow.
Look at your eye.
What a difference.
And with still just a tap, a strength and flexibility harmonizer.
Yeah, I definitely felt something different.
This is the Vitalizer. In the App Store on any smartphone, a simple download that will embed specific frequencies and vibrations into your phone's light photons and sound waves. Calibrations designed to affect taste,
Vitalizer one is better than the other one, for sure.
hydration, absorption,
Feel silkier.
and perhaps most incredibly, your strength, flexibility, and energy. Amazing.
Wow. Crazy. Well, salud. I'm loving it.
Go to www.vitalizerapp.com and make your smartphone brilliant. Want to make your smartphone brilliant? One tap creates a virtual wine fine tuner. Another, a coffee refiner. A beauty cream and makeup enhancer.
Wow.
Look at your eye.
What a difference.
And with still just a tap, a strength and flexibility harmonizer.
Yeah, I definitely felt something different.
This is the Vitalizer. In the App Store on any smartphone, a simple download that will embed specific frequencies and vibrations into your phone's light photons and sound waves. Calibrations designed to affect taste,
Vitalizer one is better than the other one, for sure.
hydration, absorption,
Feel silkier.
and perhaps most incredibly, your strength, flexibility, and energy. Amazing.
Wow. Crazy. Well, salud. I'm loving it.
Go to www.vitalizerapp.com and make your smartphone brilliant. Want to make your smartphone brilliant? One tap creates a virtual wine fine tuner. Another, a coffee refiner. A beauty cream and makeup enhancer.
Wow.
Look at your eye.
What a difference.
And with still just a tap, a strength and flexibility harmonizer.
Yeah, I definitely felt something different.
This is the Vitalizer. In the App Store on any smartphone, a simple download that will embed specific frequencies and vibrations into your phone's light photons and sound waves. Calibrations designed to affect taste,
Vitalizer one is better than the other one, for sure.
hydration, absorption,
Feel silkier.
and perhaps most incredibly, your strength, flexibility, and energy. Amazing.
Wow. Crazy. Well, salud. I'm loving it.
Go to www.vitalizerapp.com and make your smartphone brilliant. Want to make your smartphone brilliant? One tap creates a virtual wine fine tuner. Another, a coffee refiner. A beauty cream and makeup enhancer.
Wow.
Look at your eye.
What a difference.
And with still just a tap, a strength and flexibility harmonizer.
Yeah, I definitely felt something different.
This is the Vitalizer. In the App Store on any smartphone, a simple download that will embed specific frequencies and vibrations into your phone's light photons and sound waves. Calibrations designed to affect taste.
The Vitalizer one is better than the other one, for sure.
Hydration, absorption,
Feel silkier.
and perhaps most incredibly, your strength, flexibility, and energy. Amazing.
Wow. Crazy. Well, salud. I'm loving it.
Go to www.vitalizerapp.com and make your smartphone brilliant. Want to make your smartphone brilliant? One tap creates a virtual wine fine tuner. Another, a coffee refiner. A beauty cream and makeup enhancer.
Wow.
Look at your
What a
eye.
difference.
And with still just a tap, a strength and flexibility harmonizer.
Yeah, I definitely felt something different.
This is the Vitalizer. In the App Store on any smartphone, a simple download that will embed specific frequencies and vibrations into your phone's light photons and sound waves. Calibrations designed to affect taste.
The Vitalizer one is better than the other one, for sure.
Hydration, absorption,
Feel silkier.
and perhaps most incredibly, your strength, flexibility, and energy. Amazing.
Wow. Crazy. Well, salud. I'm loving it.
Go to www.vitalizerapp.com and make your smartphone brilliant. Want to make your smartphone brilliant? One tap creates a virtual wine fine tuner. Another, a coffee refiner. A beauty cream and makeup enhancer.
Wow.
Look at your
What a
eye.
difference.
And with still just a tap, a strength and flexibility harmonizer.
Yeah, I definitely felt something different.
This is the Vitalizer. In the App Store on any smartphone, a simple download that will embed specific frequencies and vibrations into your phone's light photons and sound waves. Calibrations designed to affect taste.
The Vitalizer one is better than the other one, for sure.
Hydration, absorption,
Feel silkier.
and perhaps most incredibly, your strength, flexibility, and energy. Amazing.
Wow. Crazy. Well, salud. I'm loving it.
Go to www.vitalizerapp.com and make your smartphone brilliant. Want to make your smartphone brilliant?
Hi, I'm Sunny from Feel Great Meditate, and we're here live on Facebook, and we are here with Olga Keller, who's an amazing living food chef and educator. She was here last week, and she's here again this week. We're so blessed to have her bring all this amazing food and healthy and beautiful. And we're also here with Scott Schotter, and he was here last week. He's a marketing agency who's helping with Olga launch her products and her education and helping you have better food to eat and be more aware. So welcome, Olga. What did you bring us today?
It's mainly a seafood or imitation of the seafood. We have live food today. Have sushi, and we have kelp noodles. Also, we have this is the kelp noodles I made with sprouted seeds and nuts. Also, we have tacos, which I made with the taco meat from sprouted walnuts.
Oh, wow.
So, mock tuna pate we're going to be serving today on little cucumbers. And
Beautiful presentation.
thank you so much. And two kinds of sushi. I made an imitation of cream cheese with the mock tuna pate, and another one was the paste that I made. Actually, I loved it because it tastes like a sea.
Nice.
So imitation of the.
Nice.
It's delicious. I hope you like it.
How long does it take to do this sprouted walnut thing you're talking about, or sprouted?
Very
what did you
simple.
Say, cashew, some of the nuts.
I use walnuts primarily, pecans, almonds. It depends on the dish. We don't use any oils in our food preparation. Make it everything simple. The soaking doesn't take much time or energy.
Well, how long do you do it? Like 5 minutes, or is it like all night?
Usually overnight, and
All
I
night.
like to dehydrate mine, and they are very light in texture, so very easy to work with.
Okay, so tell me then, do you soak it first, then dehydrate?
Yes, absolutely, to take enzyme inhibitors out of seeds and nuts, so they will be easy digestible for our body. We have to sprout seeds and nuts.
So when you say sprout, that term, it means that it's...
Bring it back to life.
So you put it in the water and it brings it back to life.
Yes, so pure
simple.
Water, very simple.
But it sounds like a technical thing, like some big process.
I know, it's a big word.
Yeah, right?
Very simple to do.
Olga, you gave a great explanation at your Dine and Learn seminar last Thursday, where you explained the sprouting of seeds, the germination of seeds and nuts, and how that occurs in nature the same way. Could you explain that, the story with the squirrel?
Oh, that's a very funny story, actually, just to make it simple, to understand what it is. When the nut, for example, a walnut drops down on the ground, it doesn't turn into the tree, or doesn't start to grow right away. So the squirrel would pass it by, and she wants to eat, or the squirrel wants to eat. They would basically dig the hole in the ground, place that nut in the ground, and wait until the rain comes down. Once it's germinated, the rain softens this, and then they find that spot and they dig it out and they start eating them.
So the squirrel doesn't actually eat the nut right away?
Not. So they're waiting until it germinates.
Intelligence.
Right. So it's so, yes.
So even the squirrel knows you should soak your nuts.
Exactly, exactly.
Okay, cool.
Very
so
easy
sprouting
process.
means soaking the nuts, do it overnight. I just put it in some water.
Yes, a little bit, like 2 inches above the nuts. And then you rinse after you drain the water, and you rinse it well. And you can keep some of the nuts, like almonds, so they are very alkaline among all the nuts. You can keep them in the fridge, and also make very fresh nut milk every day.
Wow.
Adding
and that
a little
sounds
bit
like a
of
hard thing too, but it's probably easy.
Very easy. Just add a little bit of fresh water, and in a high-power blender, you just blend it together with a little bit of vanilla, cinnamon, and stevia extract.
Wow. Vanilla. Are you writing this down? Vanilla, stevia.
I'm going to talk to her afterwards.
Well, you know, my husband keeps saying, because my daughter and I just went back to being a vegan a few weeks before we met you and manifested you on the show. And my husband said today and last night, his last words, all I could hear was echoing in my head, she needs more protein, she needs more protein, being a vegan. I'm like, everyone says that who's a carnivore. But meanwhile, I made her oatmeal. There's protein. I gave her a little banana. There's protein. Some pecans. It's protein. Some almond milk. It's protein. Before you know it, you're up to like 7 grams of protein. How much do we really need?
That's a very good question.
You know?
That's a very good question. But the interesting thing is, as I've spent time in the gym in my life, and so I understand the protein story.
Yeah.
As a marketing guy, I also understand that the protein story is just that. It's a story.
Yeah.
The thing that has more protein per weight than anything are green leafy vegetables.
And meanwhile, the cows ate them, and that's how they got protein, right?
Digestible protein.
Digestible, and that's the other thing. That's why they have multiple stomachs, because the stuff is hard to digest. So the principle of Olga's living food, Chef Olga really talks about, it's not what you eat, it's what you digest and absorb. What you can assimilate into your system. Right.
And a lot of it could be toxins.
But the amount of protein that is needed is not exclusive to carnivores. You can certainly get all the only thing that you can't get is vitamin B12, and that's actually true for carnivores too. They said, you get B12. B12 comes from dirt, and because we clean food so much.
Really?
Oh, is it right in there?
It
B12
has a
is
trace of B12.
See, there you go.
So
Always ask the chef. She knows.
What is that you just showed? What is that?
This is the raw seaweed sheet, the nori sheet, and actually very high source of vitamin A, vitamin C, magnesium, iodine, which we all need. We're all deficient. So the iodine helps us to cleanse the body, get rid of the all chemicals. So this is the powerful source of protein as well.
Wow.
So
who would know that tiny little sheet?
Right.
Are there better ones than not so good ones? I mean, how do you know what to buy in the store?
Or did you make that too?
When we go to the store,
did you make that?
this is the raw seaweed nori. There are some of them are roasted, and we have to pay attention to the label. Read the label, please.
Okay, yes.
It has to be raw because the roasting process takes away all the nutrients It's a cooking process. Also, they are adding a lot of salt and oils.
Okay.
They taste similar unless you would like to eat them without any kind of vegetables or pâtés. They are actually delicious on its own, so you don't have to buy the roasted.
Wow. Okay, so where would they find that at? Like a Whole Foods?
Every store sells
Everyone's
them.
selling them now?
Just pay attention, roasted or raw.
Okay, so buy raw.
Yes.
And did you want to demonstrate today how you make one of these
I
sushi
would love
rolls?
to.
Well,
I would love
Let's
to.
do it.
So while
Thank
she's
you.
getting set up, I'll just say that as we're looking at helping bring chefs' ideas to market and making it easy for people, you'd spoken last week about, I don't have time sometimes, or I don't know what to do, and so we recognize this. So we're putting together, going to have an extensive video library of how to do things. But what we've ended up doing in deciding how to make products is that we've made the products that Olga could teach you, but people just probably wouldn't spend the time in doing, or wouldn't know how, or maybe didn't have the proper tools. So this is going to be the sushi pâté, which is what she's making. So this has flavors of the sea. So it's got a lot of sea kelp and different other secret ingredients that she puts in here. So this is used instead of meat. Now what's also really cool, and I think some of them are like this today, is this is cocoa cheese, which you tried last week.
Cocoa cheese.
Yeah, cocoa cheese. So,
those were delicious.
We just posted an article on Olga's website about how addictive cheese is, and cheese has
makes me itchy just thinking about it.
But especially processed dairy, has all kinds of things that you don't want to have in it. But people really like cheese. They like the texture, they like the flavor.
Yeah.
So this is totally guilt-free, raw vegan cheese. We call it Living Foods because it's still alive, and its main ingredient is coconut. So when you put these two together, if you've ever had those tuna rolls that have cream cheese in them, so we can make one that is that's exactly what you have here too.
Nice.
Or try this, and we have that over there. The other product is the onion crisps. And Olga, maybe I should just let you roll here because I'm talking too much. But the onion crisps dipped in the cream cheese are amazing.
Nice.
And
Can't wait to try
just
one.
remind me to tell you about the onion crisp challenge before we go.
Oh, onion crisp challenge. We like challenges.
So this is probably one of my favorite foods to go. Beautiful travel food as well. A lot of people that on the go. The sushi rolls are a fantastic way of adding vegetables to your diet, proteins and minerals. I'm using just the romaine lettuce, and I leave a little bit of room here so I can roll. And the pâté I have is full of minerals as well. Thank you. The pâté is full of minerals. It's live food. There is no secret here, but a lot of protein, minerals, and it's all raw and living. So
it kind of looks like peanut butter.
It looks like peanut butter, but it tastes like
hummus look too.
Yes. It's a very high source of digestible protein, very high source of minerals. And calcium, actually, believe it or not.
Which we need.
So you just spread a little bit of pâté on the lettuce, and we're gonna begin with the vegetables. I like to use a little bit of bell peppers, a high source of vitamin C and vitamin A. Every color has its nutritional profile. Also, I like to use raw asparagus. Asparagus would lose their nutritional value as soon as you cook it. So what a wonderful way of adding it to our diet. The avocado is the highest source of glutathione, which we're losing ability to produce in our body after we turn 30. So we're gonna place it all on top. A little bit of carrots, vitamin C. And carrots should be grated before used because it's high fiber food. And our body has difficulty to break down all that fiber. So for easy digestion, and the cucumbers are a source of minerals, and that's a beauty food. So and a little bit of sprouts. I use alpha. You're welcome to use any kind of sprouts you wish. the highest source of protein,
Wow,
digestible protein. So this is very simple. You need a little bit of water to wet the edge of the nori, so it will roll nicely. And this is the simple technique. You lift the end up, the first, and you roll against yourself with a little bit of pressure and tuck everything in. You are welcome to use the mat, but you don't have to. So
I didn't think you could have asparagus, eat asparagus unless it was cooked.
And just press a little bit. Asparagus is fantastic for your kidneys, for your liver. It's very cleansing food. So the sushi roll is ready to go. Awesome. You can place it like this. If you want to make a few, make sure you have a sharp knife. It should be wet a little bit in the water, just because we're gonna cut it. It should be very sharp.
Oh, that's a nice knife.
So, this is
Look at that. That is beautiful.
Colorful.
I have a question.
It's a really fun thing to do.
Thank you, Olga. That's awesome.
As a family, even getting the kids involved until you get the knife out.
That's what I was visualizing. Wait, the kids get the knife or I get the knife?
No, it's up to you.
I was visualizing my kids would have fun doing that too. Mm-hmm. Yes.
I have a question for you,
Olga.
Healthy
fun for the family.
You know, being skilled in the Chinese healing arts of Tai Chi and Qigong, along with that, I have a background in studying in anatomy and physiology of Qi. So one of the things that I used to do in my practice was to do a Tui Na, which is Chinese massage. So in the philosophy of yin and yang and harmony and balance, do you eat foods, in other words, we're going into autumn, so you'd want to eat certain specific foods that are going to help the lungs, which is the organ of the autumn season. In the winter, it's the kidneys. So would you eat foods according to the seasons? Do you change?
Your body will use your intuition. Your body will feel it. For example, the beans. The beans are very heavy foods. We sprout the beans, but they produce a little bit of heat. As when we go to the winter season, autumn season, we can indulge a little bit of beans because it gives us comfort. And yes, absolutely. So this is the perfect example. When we go to the summertime, the preference would be probably eat more greens because it's a cooling food. Yes. And also we need to pay attention to everybody's own physique and health. Let's say if you already overheated, you would probably like to alkaline your body. So let's pay attention more to the greens.
I'm always hot.
Yes, to the greens. And sprouts, just make sure you don't combine them with one another. Like we're talking about fruits and the vegetables.
Yes, that's right.
Yes, I told my kids what you said. No more apples with peanut butter. It's the worst. And everyone like got it that very moment. And my daughter really got, you said, eat your apple alone or 30 minutes before you're going to eat something else. So I downloaded that, and then I downloaded my kids. That one simple tip is going to make us have a better stomach, right? Like you said, no more fermentation. Is that what happens?
Yes. Also, we have to pay attention to the chemistry of food because it actually contributes either to our weight gain or weight loss.
The fermented
foods. Yes, we don't talk about this because everybody has its beautiful body, but it's about your health. That's what I'm talking about. So the fermentation will increase the weight gain.
So if we just eat your way and understanding the chemistry or the combination of the foods, which you teach and educate people or health coach them on that, food coach on that, right? You do that as well.
It's actually not my way. This is the way we're designed to eat.
Okay.
I spent quite a few weeks at the Hippocrates Health Institute last summer.
Nice.
And I was learning, actually. Okay. I was a student there because I thought that would be a very good education for me as well to add on to my knowledge. Yes. And somehow I was paying attention, and of course I'm healthy. I'm paying attention to other students that are there, and somehow everybody is eating the same way. which is raw living food, and everybody is getting the same result, which is health, vitality.
Right, and you said last week that you healed yourself of breast cancer. Your sister healed herself through the foods, right?
Yes, it was the brain
cancer, and that you're helping people
Scott
with
as well.
all kinds of diseases and chronic illnesses, and it all goes back to nutrition.
Yes, so every single disease can be addressed with the food alone. So that's the message.
And even if you don't have a disease, even emotional upset,
absolutely.
the food is going to.
We don't know what we have or we don't have. So because we can develop something wrong with us for years, 10, 15 years. So how would we know? We don't feel it.
Right. Yeah,
basically.
right. Something could be growing.
Right. Why? But this is the food. We can enjoy it every day. And this is just the way we eat.
So if someone had cancer, can they call you? Where would they find you? If they say, hey, how can you help me with the food plan? What would you suggest? How does that work?
Just go to
we don't
Olga's
treat
website.
the cancer.
We help people live a healthier lifestyle by eating this food. So
so they can heal through the food.
Yes.
Right.
Heal through the food, make healthy choices, and they can get the education they need on how to do that at olgakeller.com.
Olgakeller.com.
But I would like to educate people how easy this food can be made. It is very simple, and whatever people don't like to make, they can purchase it at the class.
And so your classes are Thursday nights, except for this Thursday because you'll be here at Eleva8te.
Yes, I'll be
then
with you, Sunny.
Every Thursday?
Every Thursday at 6:30.
At the Spiritual Living Center?
Yes.
Center for Spiritual Living on the exit 44 off 95, just a half mile off 95. It's at 6:30.
6:30.
And
parking?
Parking is free and readily available, and Olga will be putting out lovely food and going through, each week she covers a different topic, but there's always a lovely spread of food.
I will be there.
And it's only, it's $30 a person, but couples, I think we've got some coupons and some discount codes available.
Okay, cool.
So we've got some, as a matter of fact, in your auction, your drawing, your raffle.
The raffle.
What is it? The raffle.
The raffle.
Yes, we're giving away a couple of discount codes, or maybe even some.
That'd be amazing. I would like to win that prize. Oh. Well, I'm going to go check out the class. I know I have a bunch of friends that will definitely be interested. And so every Thursday, not this Thursday, but next Thursday, at what time?
At 6:30, and I always have food available for people to enjoy, and then I will demo some of the food, how to make, how to prepare, and answer every single question I can get on the food.
Thank you. What a gift. What a gift.
And then we'll be having some of these food fundamentals. You know, if you don't want to learn how to make the cheese, you can just get the cheese.
Fundamentals.
Will that be there for sale too?
Yes, these will be all offered. These will be actually starting on this Thursday night. We'll have a few of these, and these are now only available when you see Olga live, whether that's at a festival or the Thursday nights. But we're moving into an online and store model at some point. But we kind of like it because all of the things that you don't want to learn how to go out and spend the time to make are there, and then you can, it's as simple as breaking out the sushi paste and then making the rolls. So
I like stuff that's already ready because I found that store with it, Fourth Generation.
Right. Oh, Fourth Generation is a great store.
And they have some stuff.
They do.
Maybe you should drop off some more because they didn't have a lot of vegan options. I thought. Yeah. Bring some more over there. They didn't have a lot of vegan options. Of course, I got there every time I go, it's right before they close, and it's 5 minutes to 9. I'm like, what can I eat that's vegan here? But yeah.
So can I tell you about the OK Onion Crisp Challenge?
The OK.
We got 1 minute.
That's right. 1 minute.
1 minute.
Okay. So anyway, everybody likes snack foods. Snack foods have been around since the carnival days. They used to call it carnival foods. It's been around for 150 plus years. Hand food, people walking around, but it contains sugar, salt, and oil, and now it contains all of the different additives and terrible ingredients that you don't really want to have or you want your kids to have. But it's not just about that. It's about, and so the challenge is, here, you want to try? Yeah. You may, please. So I'm telling you, yes, break a piece off, take one. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to do this live and get people's reactions. We're going to say, okay, look, here's dead food, I'm not going to do brand, but dead food with sugar, salt, and oil in it. Here's pretzels, here's potato chips. Everybody loves them. So you taste one of these. Taste that. I just got off the phone earlier with someone on my team, and he said his nephew found these. This teenage nephew found these and ate the whole thing along with not Olga's cocoa cheese, but some other cream cheese. And so it's a great, isn't that wonderful?
Pure.
They pair wonderfully with that the cocoa cheese.
You can
Just
really
lovely.
taste the ingredients, yeah.
Right. So, but if you want to, so I'm calling it against the brand X, so we're not going to show the bag. We'll just have, pretzels out and all these things. But unless you are just so programmed to eating this that you can't even taste the goodness there.
Yeah.
But doesn't it taste like it's got,
it tastes like it is alive.
Right. But to me, it also is very, it can compete in the snack food category. Exactly. It's got crunch to it.
It's good. You guys can try it. Dawn and Freddie can try some next. And real quick, what are those desserts that are going to be sold?
So there's I think 7 items we have. We're marketing the cheese, the pate. This is the walnut meat. You have to try this. It's a kind of a ground beef, but walnuts. There's the brain nut. These are cocoa cheese balls, which you had last time.
Those are amazing.
And then we have the mock tuna, which I don't have a sample size in, but it's here. And then we have the chocolates. Those are the products.
And then how fast do I have to eat that when I buy that at the store? Because there's no preservatives, right? None of that.
So some of these things can actually be frozen, but in the fridge, Chef, what do you think?
5 to 6 days.
Nice.
And in the freezer, because they don't have water in them, very low content, that's not like freezing the vegetables. Then I'd like you to add vegetables, chopped vegetables. Always remember to add vegetables to your food.
Nice.
Wonderful.
I try to do the whole plate's vegetables.
So that would be perfect with the pate.
Thank you so much. This has been so informative, educational, inspiring,
Thank you,
motivating.
Dr. Diane.
OlgaKeller.com.
Thank you, OlgaKeller. OlgaKeller.com. She's going to be here at Elevate Thursday, October 26th. So is Dr. Diane Abno. Lisa and I will all be here. It's going to be an amazing party. It's going to be like 1,000 people. So make sure you RSVP at feelgreatmeditate.com/events.
You did it.
Thanks for
coming. We'll see you there. Have a cheerful day.